Hello, so this is going to be my career and life planning summary video. So, my name is Sam Bailey, and I enrolled in career planning to achieve the following goals. I wanted to learn more about career options that I am interested in. I wanted to learn some steps I can take to increase my chances of having a successful career, and I wanted to decide whether or not I would like to keep my current career plan. So, based on my Myers Briggs results, I would describe my personality type letters as INTP, meaning introversion, intuition, thinking, and perceiving. Three of my strongest or most dominant personality traits and characteristics are that I am logical. I like to make decisions based mostly on direct analysis of information in a mostly detached and logical manner. And I really like looking into concepts to better understand and improve them. I am skeptical, meaning I often don't really take what people say at face value and instead apply my own judgment to evaluate the information I receive. And I am reserved, meaning I tend to be relatively quiet and don't really like many forms of social interaction, and that I try to communicate relevant ideas more directly and don't really like redundancy or stating of the obvious. So some examples describing how, or just demonstrating how my most dominant Myers-Briggs traits have been applied in a personal or work situation. So as a tutor, I use logic in my work every day to pinpoint what a student is struggling with, and also what approach would be best used to improve their understanding of a concept. I've also had to apply skepticism a few times when working with students who will present me work that they say is their own that I kind of doubt they could have done at their current level without the aid of a translation program. Based on the values auction exercise and other course assignments, the core values that are critical and most essential to my success, happiness, and well being include self acceptance, adventure, flexibility, helping others, love, and friendship. My highest two investigative areas from the Holland Interest Areas assessment are social and investigative. The true color that I relate to the most is the color orange. Three strengths of that true color are that orange is described as being free and spontaneous in nature, meaning that people with this color are said to be very adventurous, bringing new experiences and ideas to themselves and others. Oranges are also described as being able to thrive on crises, operating very well under pressure, which um, is obviously a very good thing, and I tend to sometimes operate even better under pressure than I do under normal circumstances. Lastly, people with the true color of orange are supposedly risk takers, which sometimes has a negative connotation and can have negative effects, but can also have significant strengths. So, although taking risks can end poorly quite a lot, being able to do so allows one to explore new possibilities and potentially find solutions that no one else would have really been willing to try or look for. Um, Based on the skills assessment exercises and assignments, 8 of my strongest skills and strengths I possess are using languages, conversational ability, promoting/selling, entertaining/performing, solving problems, leading or supervising, initiating projects, and critical analysis. Of these, I would most want to use languages, conversational ability, and entertaining or performing skills in a career. Skills I need to further develop to enter and succeed in my future career include organization, planning, motivation, and interpersonal skills. So, what I consider to be the three greatest challenges I will have to address to achieve my career and life goals are finding the motivation to put in the work required to succeed in higher level college courses, overcoming my habit of procrastination, and getting over some of the anxieties I have involving relationships, social interaction, career success, things like that. So the career I researched that best matches the strongest values, skills, personality characteristics, and interests that I identified in this course is secondary teaching. This career fulfills the value I place on helping others and foreign language education, and it is an occupation I feel as though I would enjoy doing. It also provides long vacation times during which I can explore other interests of mine, and it allows me to put my understanding of languages and communication skills to good use. So, 5 key steps that are required to successfully enter this career field are to obtain a bachelor's degree, or complete a CTC approved teacher preparation program, do the relevant exam to earn a single subject teaching credential, do some internships, work, etc., in various relevant positions to gain work experience, and to find and apply for a teaching job at a secondary school, and obviously to get accepted. Um, After meeting with my counselor, the major that I selected, which I was already with, but the major that I selected was Spanish for transfer, because first of all, I've always had an affinity for the Spanish language, and also this major puts me on the best course to earn a bachelor's degree at another institution and get some teaching credentials. And it's also a major that can be useful in several other fields as well if I decide later on that I would like to change career plans. So, briefly describing what a typical day, week, and month will look like in my future career. So, obviously, I'm not an expert on this, but based on my research, so a typical day would begin with going to my classroom for the first class of the day. I would be working with high school students as well as fellow staff members and would need to apply many skills, including communication, empathy, and patience, and also, all the skills required to work with adolescents. In each class, I would go over the relevant learning materials for that day, making sure to be thorough and answering students' questions. Then I would assign classwork, homework, and reading for that day, or if it's a specific day for a test or a quiz or something, we do that. Um, and at the end of each day, I'd make sure to adjust the next day's lesson plan to adapt to students' needs, which would allow me to more effectively satisfy my value of helping others. And each week would likely transition into a new study unit, and I would formulate the overall lesson plan for that week based on what happened in the week prior. Every month would have probably a number of staff meetings over various subjects, and certain months would have specific in classroom activities that are pretty important, like midterms and finals that I would need to prepare students for. Summer months would be vacation time, during which I can explore other passions, hobbies, and interests, which would be very conducive to my values of flexibility and adventure.